Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for coming out. Can't tell you how big a day it is for me and for my family. I'm lucky to have my father here. He's 87 years old, so it's a thrill for him. Stand up, Dad. My dad, Gerald. My sister, Mary Ellen. My wife, Vicki. I won't tell you how old she is. So we're really thrilled to be a part of your family, and we look forward to getting to know the community and you all better. Can't tell you how welcome you've made us feel and how overwhelming the community and the softball community in particular has been in welcoming us to town the last couple of days. I want to thank our president, Dr. Savoy. I enjoyed getting to be at his home with him and his lovely, energetic wife. And it was.
Just have to visit.
I was kind of disappointed they put me in a hotel. I thought maybe I'd just stay with her. It was a lot of fun. And I'd like to thank Brian Maggard for taking time to come over to Auburn and ask some really tough questions, but more importantly, really get to know me and allow me to gain insight into his goals and vision for the program. And so I thank you very much. I want to thank you for entrusting your program, a great program, to me, and I will do everything in my power to never ever let you down. So I want to thank Yvette, who you all probably know is the architect to the ULL program. I was told 36 years ago with a chicken wire backstop, she started this, and along the way did a lot of great things, discovered Coach Murphy, and I've lost a few games to her, but now we're on the same team, and I'm really excited to get to work with you, and I'll be leaning on you heavily for your mentorship and your advice. I want to thank the community again. I want to thank my players that took time to meet with me last night, and you know, the girls were awesome. The situation is different. It always is in a coaching transition, and it's unique. But you know, I told the girls they didn't choose me, but I chose them, and so they're my girls, and I cannot wait to get to know them and for them to get to know me. The staff, I pledged to bring in a top staff. I've been working really hard on it for the past week. We'll announce it in the next few days, and it will excite the softball community even more. It's going to be good. So I want to thank a few people that's helped me along the way. I want to thank Coach Lou Harris-Champer at the University of Georgia. Early in my coaching career, before I was a college coach for several years, she encouraged me and believed in me and showed great faith in me and gave me my first coaching job. And I'll always be indebted to her for her belief and guidance. I'd like to thank my boss at Texas A&M, Coach Joe Evans, a great leader, and I learned so much in a short time from her in how she handled her athletes and how she pointed out the important things to a college student athlete and made them realize that the university is actually, and their education and the alumni and the whole atmosphere of the college is more important than actually what the softball field is. And I appreciate Joe for that. I want to thank my last boss, Coach Mickey Dean at Auburn. I only spent 2 short months with Coach Dean, and we were in a very unique situation there. I think it probably was a perfect training to come into the situation here. And I learned how gracious and how great a man he was in the past couple of days when UL athletic program reached out to me. And I'll always be indebted for Coach Dean. And I learned a lot in a short time that I'll need to know here in the coming days. So I want to thank them. I want to thank the owner of the Scrapyard Dogs, Joel, for giving me a chance this summer, and the GM, Connie May, It was a great experience getting to coach some great players over there, several alumni from UL, Narisa Myers and Brianna Cherry, and a great opportunity in Christy Ortegon. I'm not sure how to say her name, but Christy. Great kids, and it gave me insight into your program that I'm going to be able to use at this time. So I want to thank all those people. I want to thank my former players. You know, as I think back, everything has happened to me in coaching because of great players. Great players at the junior high level, great players at the high school level, travel ball. I was very fortunate to have some really elite players in travel ball that allowed me to get into college, and then I've been so fortunate again in college with just really talented, great players everywhere I've been as I went through the University of Georgia, Texas A&M, and a short time at Auburn. And then in the professional league as well, I want to thank all of those talented young women that have taught me more than I ever taught them as their coach in the NPF. I want to thank the community. You know, I've been here, I've been beat here in the NCAA regional. In 9 years, we lost 2 NCAA regionals. One of those was in Lafayette, and I will never forget talking to the umpire, discussing a play at home plate very kindly, and I heard somebody yelling, throw him out, and I looked around, it was this little bitty lady, and now I just discovered it was the president's wife.
Happens all the time.
So anyway, I've got a lot to do. I had a short time with the team yesterday, explained a little bit of my vision, trying to find out what they need from me. It's really important that I listen and I understand them. And that's my goal the next 48 hours, to really listen to my players, my kids. You know, I told them they're a good kid or they're a bad kid. If they're a bad kid, they're my knucklehead. If they're a good kid, they're my kid. But they're all my kids, and so I'm going to my goal is to do a great job of listening and understanding those young female athletes, and then what they need from me, and hopefully my staff and I will be able to give that to them. It's going to be a great challenge. It's going to be a fun challenge, and we will get it done, and we will lead those girls through the transition in a positive and energetic way. I look forward to the challenge in the coming season. You know, my goal, I want to win softball games. We're going to win softball games. I'm not worried about winning games. We will win games. But our real goal here is to bring in young, talented student athletes. And I want to, you know, my goal, my number one goal is to mentor them to leave here as strong, confident, empowered young women. And that's our number one goal. And that's the vision I have for my time here at UL. So with that said, I'm going to let it go right there. We got a lot of ground to cover. Thank you, each of you, for coming out. I thank the kids that got out of class and were able to come out. I thank the community again. I can't believe how warm and how well you have received us with so many different amenities here in a short time, and I look forward to getting to know each of you and coming to love the Raging Cajun Nation.
Thank you, Coach Glasco. At this time, if I could have the First Lady of UL softball come up, Gerry Glasco. Vicki, we want to present you with the appropriate colored flowers.
There you go.
For the University of Louisiana.
Thank you.
We'll call that vermilion and white. And we're just so very happy that you and Gerry and the rest of your family, your 3 daughters, will be extended family of the University of Louisiana. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
I left out one extremely important person, at least. But I want to thank Allison Habits, the coach over at Alabama. I can't tell you how many things she's done for me in the last week. and many, many, many more things over the past 12, 14 years. She's always been in my ear, got on me pretty good a few times when I needed to hear it, and we've had a great respect. I have a great respect for her, and I've leaned on her heavy, and in this transition, it was her appeal to me that I needed to be here that really helped me realize where I needed to be at this time. So I wanted to be sure and say that about Allison. She's a great alumni of this university and a great ambassador for this university.
And then certainly a very special moment when you can have your 87-year-old father here with you. So, Gerald, if you would please come up, bring your gift bag if you would, because I think there may be something in there that you can put on for a great photo op with. I think we might have a cap in there, and if we don't, it's right here then. I got it. Either way, we have plenty of hats in our athletics department. This one here? This is it, so right here. So it's well, either one. We're gonna have two. How's that? Impromptu. So I want you to wear this hat. You look so good in red. So good in red.
Thank you.
And I want you to have a photo opportunity with your son, the head softball coach at the University of Louisiana. Congratulations.
We're good?
Thank you all so much.
Sit down. You just stand up there all day.